welcome back to my little home improvement hub. And today I'm actually back at one of my clients' houses. Basically what we're going to be doing is doing some decluttering, and we're creating a drop zone for my client. So I'm going to take you around and show you the current drop zones in the house, and then we will go ahead, do some decluttering, and I'm going to share with you the new zone that I'm putting into the house. So it's going to be a really cool bit of a before and after. So let's check out what is going on at the moment. As you can see, the kitchen table has been used for mail and sorting station for any mail and bills. Then there is a little basket here of goodies, which I'm guessing is a catch-all. And then in the drawers, we have wallets, batteries, scissors, all that sort of stuff with the kitchen items. And then in this top drawer, we have car keys with cutlery. I'm not sure if it's the most hygienic thing, but that is just how they're storing it. So as you can see, there's a lot of uses of things in the drawers. Over here is the desk, and as you can see, it definitely hasn't been used for a long time, as you can see from the dust that is on here. But also this is another mail sort of dumping center, so that is another thing that is definitely got to change. My client has given a red hot go at decluttering some of the items. As you can see, some decluttering piles here and another one over on this side of the room. There is some CDs and DVDs over here, and my client informs me that they don't actually have a DVD player or use them, so they definitely have to go. So the first thing I try and sort of determine when I am going through a client's house is I try and work out what kind of organizer they are. So if they're a visual person, which means they like something like the pegboards where they can actually see it on the wall. And I also look at how they're actually storing and using things at the moment. So say for instance, they're brushing their hair in the kitchen, they're always doing the hair, kids' hair in the kitchen, and hair accessories and hair things get left out there, often just, you know, on the table or whatever. I always try and incorporate an area in the kitchen where you can actually store that item. So that is one of the big things I look at. So then I know what organization system is going to work perfectly for their home. So as you can see, a lot of it is actually on display. So they can actually see what bills and stuff like that they've got to pay. And then some of it is also in drawers as well. So we're going to sort of go with that, but obviously we're going to tweak it and we're going to make it so it looks good and it is far more functional. So let's jump into the decluttering.
I don't wanna come on too strong, yeah. I'm always worried I'll stay too long, but what's on your mind tonight? I love it when we can laugh together. That kind of thing, it just makes me feel better. I'm gonna give this just one try. Or what if I told you you took my breath away? And what if I told you I wish that I could stay? Is it a mistake? Will my heart break? Or will you love when I say, what if I told you you took my breath away? I'm thinking maybe I'll take you out so we can get a little closer now.
So I wasn't actually supposed to do the linen closet, but I found out that there was more clutter in there, so I decided why not just do it all at once. It is kind of like organized as well as I can make it without spending any money on any products. So I'll quickly share with you what I've done. I'm sorry I didn't record the whole thing for you. I kind of just got carried away and just done it. So anyway, okay, so basically I've taken the doors off, and you can see up here is like doonas and that don't get used very often because that's why they're up so high. And then the everyday stuff that you go to reach, like your towels and, you know, your new fresh bed sheets are at eye level, so it's easy. So they've got bath mats, face washes, towels, beach towels. Beach towels are one of those things that you could probably put up the top as well if there was room, because obviously you don't go to the beach much unless you live in a nice place, and we don't. And then over here, just spare blanket, and then you've got sheets, fitted sheets, and your pillowcases as well. Like, you've seen me do this before where I put it all in the one sleeve, and that works really well, but just because of the time frame that we're on today, to make sure that this whole place gets organized and decluttered, that's just what I've decided to do. And this is all the stuff that's come out of the linen closet. I think a lot of the time we accumulate lots of things that we don't actually use, like old bed sheets and stuff, and that's definitely what's happened here, and all the bits and pieces that they don't actually use have been dumped in there as well. And this is all the stuff that we put out for free. Everything that hasn't been taken is going to be donated to the op shop or taken up to Officeworks for all the electrical stuff as well. Now I'm just creating a quick mail station using this IKEA magazine rack, and I'm basically just going to put in the main bits of mail that they need, as well as a couple of the family members' names, so everyone has their own spot. Now to organise that file tub, I'm actually using different coloured file folders, so then that way you know exactly what colour to go to for what particular group of things. So this is just like organising your wardrobe. You know what colour it is, so you go to that section and grab exactly what you need. Okay, so instead of a big filing cabinet, I feel like they're really outdated unless you've got like a big business where you're constantly filing things and you need to have a lot of filing stuff on site. Then I think just in a like normal household, one of these boxes, filing boxes, are more than enough. And the best thing about it is you can tuck it into like your bedroom or somewhere like that, into a wardrobe somewhere. So that is what I've done for this client, and I'm just going to quickly share with you what I've done, just how I've organised it. So this is a tub that I got. I got this from Bunnings, and they're really cheap and affordable. Usually you can get these for about $20 to $30, so heaps cheaper than your standard filing cabinet. So basically what I've done is I've actually reused their own files that they had. So normally I would color code them and I'd put them into their categories. So I've had it 2 different colors, so I've sort of been able to do that anyway, but this is just, I've just done the best I could with what I've got. So the ones in the red is pretty much everything else, but everything that is in this green here is either like a business, tax, and work related things. So when you go to your filing cabinet, they're all divided up. So even though these are in alphabetical order, it's going to be much easier because you've got them into different colored categories. So when you're buying your files, if you're doing a system like this, definitely use different colors, because it's going to be much easier for you to determine which one it is and then put them in alphabetical order in their colors. Now this is where everything is living that was in the baskets and in the drawers in the kitchen, as well as the stuff that was on the desk. So I've pretty much just organized it all separately into little categories. The keys are in here because I'm waiting on a key rack to come in online. Yeah, this is pretty much what it's looking like. I will be getting a couple more of these for the back here, so I can divide up the batteries and just divide up some of these little bits and pieces a bit more, but you know, that is how it's looking, and I think it looks so much better. And this is our bit that we did before with all the bills and that, and I also got a whiteboard here just for all the notes that they'll need for the month, and then they can set up their monthly calendar. So this will all just go on this wall here, but yeah, we'll wait on the key rack to come in, and the client was happy to put everything up themselves, so that just saves me a job. It'll all come in and they'll do that. And this is what the cutlery drawer is looking like. Much better. I actually don't know what this is, but the client is not here anymore, so I can't ask them, so I don't know whether to declutter this thing or not. This drawer here has no more batteries and wallets or anything in it. And this is how it looks like out here. So much better than what it was. Nice clean space, very, very spacious. As you might have remembered, we had a bookcase on this side. There was a lot of little bits of furniture over here that was just really unnecessary. Then over in this corner, which is the only cluttered corner, this is where the desk was that was really filthy and dusty. And you can see so much clean space. There was an old surround sound system here that was really just gathering dust. And then all the furniture over here was holding like kids' toys and stuff, which was like really, really unnecessary because this box here was completely empty. So I've actually just put everything inside this box because the toys that were there were actually too big for the organizers that were there. So the system was just not working and this was just not being utilized. So this is what it looks like from this side. It just looks so much better, so much cleaner. There is so much space in here. And it's just a place where it's nice and calm now because there's just not so much going on. Now, if you love this sort of decluttering things and you really want to get inspired, I did do a full house declutter video, so I'll leave that one on the end screen for you guys to enjoy. And I also did do organization in here. I reckon it was about 12 months ago of the kitchen area. So I'll also leave that in the description box for you if you would like to see a little bit more.